Hey, 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 you all. How are you doing? We about to have some fun, okay? So, I've been clipping and cutting stuff and cutting herbs and drying them and everything like that, and I have been so excited about it. Well, guess what we're going to do today? I have some peppermint. Let me back the camera up. I have some peppermint that I want to go ahead and clip, dry it, and then after we dry it, you know what we're going to do. So my air fryer has a drying setting on it. And so I'm going to dry the peppermint. After I dry the peppermint, then I'm going to put it in some little bags that I got off of Amazon. And then I'm going to sit back and I'm going to sip some fresh dried tea from the garden. All right, so let me flip you around so we can cut these herbs. All right, so here we go. And if you can see, these are the taller leaves, and right in here are the lower ones. So we're gonna cut everything that's tall. Let's get all of this. And I know one of them fell. I'm gonna get it. Look at that. And it's so funny, my hands be smelling so good after I get everything all clipped back, smelling all minty fresh. All right, we got us a good little amount of peppermint, and if you can look and see, you can see how much is left on there. I cut as much of it off as I can. Now that'll stay like that for the rest of the fall going into the winter, and then in the spring it'll come on back out and grow. So let's get in the house. All right, so here's the air fryer, and I'm going to take these little trays here. I've already washed off a lot of them, and what I like to do is leave them on their stalks, and then all I do while they're on their stalks, I lay them out. Let me show you. I lay them out wherever I see a spacing. And I'm pretty sure I have extra trays, but I just feel like I'm not going to be able to get all of what I picked on this first go round. Let's move my vitamins out the way. It would be nice if I could get everything on here, but like I said, more than likely I won't be able to, which is okay. But we're gonna get as much of it, oh, this just smells so good, on here as possible, okay? All right, let's put that on this shelf. We're gonna close it up. All right, you guys, so I've already did a little bit. Now I just have to do the last one, and I'm going to show you that one, how I take everything off. And it's not hot in here at all, and so you can see how crispy this is. And then let me adjust the camera. All I do is just slide it off. It crumbles right on off. That's all. And I try to be real gentle with the stem. I'm gonna see if I can do it backwards. hold it this way so you can see it. And that's all I do. Let me close this up so you can actually see. But yeah, this is all I do. Then I have these little bags that I got off of Amazon. Now, I also made myself some Italian seasoning this weekend, where the herbs that I ended up getting was oregano, thyme, rosemary, marjoram, and one more thing that I can't think of at the moment. But I took all of those herbs, and thyme, and dried them over the weekend. Okie dokie. So now we're gonna put this in here. Get a good amount in there. Pull this. Sorry if you can't see. Got that in there. I'm gonna pull this and then tie it. All right, now it's time to boil some water and put some tea bags up in there. Okay guys, excuse the mess. Well look, I got seeds here and stuff where I gotta clean up from the tea, but look at this. You see this? Now let me take a sip. Let me see if I... All right, you guys. Now we're on to our next task. We're on another day. Yesterday, we got, let's see, I want to start over here. Yesterday, we got our peppermint cut and made some peppermint tea. It was awesome. It was so good. I made another set of tea this morning. And before I had my breakfast, and it was just wonderful. And then I had some kale greens out of the garden with my eggs, with some mushrooms, and that was great too. Anyway, what we're gonna do today, let me turn you around. So this is what we're taking a task on today. We're gonna cut back all of the green foliage from the hostas, and we're going to take it and put it in the compost. It's not a bucket, but it's a flower pot that's empty right now that can fit as much of it in that I can. So I'm going to set you guys up and let's get to getting it done. I'm going to put a glove on one hand. And since I got these stones here, I probably shouldn't be on my knees in the stones, but and I'm using my small nippers. And I'll probably get a little bit of leaves in here too, which is fine. Not really concerned about that. At one point, if you really let them dry for a while, you can actually pull them like I did just now. Some of it you can pull, and then some of it, because it's still green, you gotta cut a little bit. But all of this will go in my compost. Now, when I'm doing my compost, I do more of a cold compost. I don't sit there and wait for whether it's hot or not. I add in green, I add in brown, I add in food clippings and all of that. But sometimes it's more of one during one time than the other, which basically says that sometimes I'll have more leaves, sometimes it's more greenery. Long as I get it in there and I'm able to get everything mixed in, and I don't mix it all the time. Sometimes I just let it sit there and when I get it mixed, I get it mixed. But it does eventually get mixed. All right, that's my first one. Let me let you see what it looks like. See there? And I've done most of the ones in my pots, but I still have a few in the pots that I have to do. Then I can come through here and I can get the leaves and stuff out of this area. So let's get the next one done. All right, guys, so we're coming over to the compost area, and you guys know from the other videos, this is my area. And if you see, I already have stuff in here. I'm gonna dump this first load in here. Oops, sorry, you couldn't see. So all of that is in there. I'm gonna wet it down. So the first set of greenery will go there. I'll put some in here, and then I'll add some more inside of there. And once we get all that done, we're gonna water it down, turn it over, mix it up, and that'll be it for our second task of the week. Now, of course, I'm always getting up leaves. That's gonna be from now till probably sometime in December going into January. It takes me a minute to really get up all these leaves, but see, I've gotten a good amount up here. I've been blowing some, cutting up some, so we still have a lot to do. While we're right here, before we go back to the front, I'll let you see what's going on. I moved the green stalks to here, closer to the greenhouse, and I love it. Hopefully in the sorry you guys, hopefully in the spring, late winter, early spring, I'll be able to go back to green stock and I can order the spinners. I need 3 spinners. I have 3 green stalks. One of them is not in use right now, and I am going to get that one set up, and I'm not sure just yet where I'm going to put it. And that's just because I have that there. I would sit the other one right here, but I'm not sure how that's going to affect me being able to come out of the greenhouse and walk this way. So I'll make a decision on where that one is going to go. I may be able, if I could get the ground set right, to put it maybe right in here. That way I could still walk through a path here and go that way. That might actually be what I'll end up doing, is leveling the ground off right here, because it is very unlevel. This part here is higher than the part that's down there. So I may level that off and then get that done. So you just can look at what we have. We got our kohlrabi that's growing. You can see it getting a little bit bigger right in there. Then we have our kale, our broccoli here. This is another kohlrabi. It's a little. And I cut my kohlrabi leaves as well. I eat the kohlrabi leaves mixed with the kale. So we have some more kale here. So this whole, everything in here is kohlrabi, kale, broccoli, and a little bit of Swiss chard right down up in there. And so here we have bok choy. This is a kohlrabi here. We have some arugula. When I moved it, I didn't set it back up the way it was in the other spacing. In the other spacing, the lettuce was at the bottom. So we have arugula here and there. And then I had some new, kale. Some new kale that I have growing in this area here. Everywhere that looks empty, I stuck kale inside of there. Some more bok choy, Swiss chard. This is the rosette bok choy here that looks like this. Some more kale. This little piece here, I don't know if he gonna make it or not. It's still green. It hasn't died yet, but we're gonna see what happens. And then around here, we have some more kale and stuff. So I definitely got to get those spinners. That will help me out considerably. So prayerfully, like I said, in the spring, I'll be able to order some spinners. And like I said, I need to get 3 of them. So I'll order those 3 spinners in the spring, and that way I can actually be able to turn my green stalks. But let's get back to cutting hostas and whatever other greenery that I can find. So I'm gonna see if I can set this up properly where you all can watch me cut the one out of this pot right here. I thought I had gotten all of them that was in the pot, but obviously not. I got one left. And I also have some azaleas not azaleas, my goodness, that's not what I want to say. I have some irises that I have to cut the the stems off of those as well. I don't know where I came from with them azaleas. All right, let's put this in the bucket and get to the rest. Okay, so this is day number 3, all right? Sometimes I can't get everything done in one day. But look, what we're about to do, the last task for this week. Of course, I'll be doing a few things here and there, but the last task for this week is picking some greens that I have never had before. And I'm going to show you the packet because I'm not sure if I'm going to be pronouncing this right. One of them is called chimhisamai, and the other one is komasuna, Old Tokyo. So I got these from Baker's Creek earlier this year. So this is the first one. Okay, and then this is the second one. And I'm going to turn the camera around and show them to you, and we're going to pick these, and we're going to, I guess, see what they taste like. I have kale greens that are in here that are growing really nicely, as well as those two. The first one, I did not plant a lot of it, but you know, I didn't know what either one was going to taste like, so I'm going to show them all to you. And then we're gonna pick them. And then I have some kale that's also some kale and some bok choy that's on my green stalks that I need to pick as well. And then we're going to take all that in the house, and I guess I'm going to make a decision on whether this evening when I come back from work, whether we're going to make a salad with it or whether we're going to cook it. And we might do a little bit of both. I might take these two and just cook a little small, 2 or 3 leaves to see what it tastes like cook, and then chop up some of it and put it in a salad as well. I could always, and actually one of them looked like a form the first one looks like a form of spinach, to be honest, or another form of like bok choy or something like that. Because of the stem, I know it's not bok choy on the first one, but the leaves kind of give you a bit of a spinachy look, and I'm wondering if it's going to have that type of taste. So let's flip you around, show it to you, and then we're going to clip them up, okay? All right, you guys, so this here is the first one, and like I said, it gives a form of a spinachy look, and this is the only section that I planted with this right here. Now this is the second one. This is the Kamasuna Old Tokyo, and the first one I already know that it's just me trying to pronounce that, it's just out of here. So I'm gonna sit the camera down, and then we're gonna get some clipping shears and get these clipped up, okay? Hold on one moment. All right, so let's see, what is this, what we got here. I also see I have some other things growing that I really don't even remember. I thought I wrote down everything I planted right here. All right, let's see here. Let me get a towel real quick so I don't get my clothes dirty. I'm a little bit in the dirt or something, a little bit. All right, let's get these clipped. So excited about these, and the wind has blown the leaves up in here. Try my best to keep these as separate as possible. Let me turn you this way just a little bit. Something ate this right here. Whatever it was is gone now. All those big leaves came right on down. Make room for some more to grow. All right, now we got the first one cut. Let's get a few of these little ones. And then behind that is our, that's supposed to be Brussels sprouts, but I have to check it just to make sure, because it may not be Brussels sprouts. It may be something else that I done planted. I'm gonna have to step my foot in here for just a moment, just so I can really get in here and get these cut. Honestly, some of these here look a little bit like, I don't know. Alright, I think that's all. I'm gonna clip. Ooh, this is a long piece coming from over here. That's all I'm gonna clip of this. Yep, that's all I'm gonna clip of that. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 of the 6 of those. And I remember I grew some what do you call it, Brussels sprouts, as well as I think I bought 1 pack of Brussels sprouts too, and then I grew some from seed also. So I gotta check to make sure as to what that is. This is my kale right here, and I'll bring you over here to see what we got growing here. Those are Brussels sprouts, definitely 100%. This is my Chinese cabbage right here. Chinese cabbage. And then look at those, look at that broccoli. Look at there, look at there. The broccoli is looking awesome. And I am doing my best to watch these snow peas here. They do have this right here. I only see 2 maybe of them. So I'm really hoping that even though it's cold outside, these snow peas will do okay. If anything, I have a zip bag that I can put over it to protect it from the frost if I need to. That way I can keep that growing. So yeah, I'm gonna get back with you guys a little later on this evening, where we will chop up these leaves, here and see what all we can make of it. Do a taste tester and everything, okay? So I'll see you later on this evening when I come from work, and we'll finish this video up. All right, you guys, we are cooking the first one. I'm gonna pop the name of this one up on the screen. You know that I cannot pronounce it. So I put a pinch of salt. This is garlic inside of here. Pinch of salt, some garlic, and a little bit of butter, a pinch of olive oil. I'm just gonna saute this up real quick. Normally I put onions in my greens, but I just want to do this real quick just to taste it, to see what it tastes like cooked. And then I'm gonna clean these ones and taste those as well. So it's cooking down just like spinach. And then in just a sec, we're gonna taste. All right, now we have the second one on and cooking. And then I'm gonna put both of them on the plate, and then we're gonna test it out, okay? Let me pause you guys. All right, we're gonna taste the first one. It tastes almost in between spinach and kale mixed together. Let me taste the second one. They both taste good. The first one is the texture of spinach, but the taste is between spinach and kale. Sorry, y'all can't see it. I didn't realize that. This is the first one. The second one, I don't know. It don't taste like kale and it doesn't taste like spinach, but it doesn't taste bad. It's definitely not a bad taste as far as cooking it. Now, chopping it up and putting it in a salad, I mean, I feel like we're going to see. But as far as the cooking taste, that's not bad at all. I'm just really trying to pinpoint what's the taste of the Kasuno or Kasuni. This one here is the one I can't pronounce. I could definitely eat a plate of either one of them. I would like either one of them in my eggs. I would use either one of them in the place of bok choy or alongside it. Yeah, it's just another green that I like. I like greens. I definitely like both of them better than collard greens. I like them in addition to, let me pull you guys up so y'all can see me. I like it in addition to, kale greens, but not better than collard greens, because I like kale better than collards in addition to kale. So, you know what? I like it just as much as I like Swiss chard. So I like Swiss chard, I like bok choy, I like both of these, and I like kale. So I like all of those the same, and I like spinach. And my daughter is over here tearing it up. Let me let you see. She ate up all of the first one. Let's see what she think about the second one. She might not like the second one. Might be have too much texture. What do you think about the second one? The second one good too? A little bit. But the first one was really good? Okay. So there you have it. She likes the second one, just not as much as the first one. And hey, it was good. So now I don't necessarily have a salad right now. I do have some arugula out in the garden. So what I may do is pull some of that and then wash a couple of leaves and chop it up and, you know, try it with a salad. But far as right now, this has ended out everything that we have done this week. You know, we made some tea. We got some of the got all the hostas clipped up and put all of that stuff inside of the compost. And we picked some greens that I planted that we never had before, and we tried them. So let's wrap it up for now, and I will talk to you guys later. Leave some messages in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Happy gardening!